We're the Hat Gang today.
We are the Hat Gang.
Parents riding in with cars with one kid.
Yeah, this is one kid because we're having trouble getting rid of our kids. And like I said, we would never do these things if we're having trouble.
We need to improvise just a little bit.
Yeah. You know what? He's supposed to be sleeping back there, so we'll see how that goes. Little Cohen. But yeah, thanks for listening. We wanted to start by kind of doing a little bit of a recap on our last one. We talked about kind of bumpy roads that we've had. Arguing, which we're really good at. And, for us, after that, we said that we could potentially argue right after we hit stop.
Sure enough, we did.
And sure enough, we actually had a decent argument right after. Not having to do with this, but just random stuff. So anyway, that's just basically to say that we are human and that we are a work in progress.
And we worked through it.
And we had a great night at the wedding. Danced our little tushies off. But our love started, I almost said 11. 18 years ago now?
Yeah.
2002, March, making out on the Catella High School
quad.
In the quad.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
If Reagan ever did that, I would be mortified.
Yeah. This is a message to our kids.
We loved
Please.
making out too in front of everybody.
I know, that was
didn't
weird.
Care. So gross.
It's a little weird. Anyways.
Sorry everyone who went to school with us.
Yeah.
We apologize.
But that's where it all began. So how's our love progressed over the last 18 years? I mean, I remember when we first started going out. I mean, you could look at me and that was enough. I was so in love with you and
do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Whatever I needed.
I would get you a candy bar, whatever you needed, I was there.
3 Musketeers.
Yep.
And a caramel frappuccino.
Yep. I worked at Starbucks at the time, so she had all the coffee she needed.
What is our health in high school, too?
Yeah.
Frappuccinos and 3 Musketeers. That was my breakfast. It's really good.
Yeah, you can see we have wood in our car because we are once again spending our precious minutes together going to Home Depot.
And Costco.
Yeah, and Costco because I'm building something. But
he's building something and sending it to New Jersey.
Yes, a letter.
On his Etsy shop.
Yeah.
So our love has progressed into this very interesting. Now we're in our 30s. A lot has changed. A lot has come across our plates. And I think one of the biggest thing is we're kind of into this new identity of who we are as individuals, who we are married, and parenting. And it gets really messy with the whole blending of all of them. And I think finally in my 30s is kind of when I really was whoa, who am I? I have 4 kids. And I didn't know what I liked anymore. I didn't know what made me happy. I didn't know what a lot of things were. I didn't know what life was because I was in a fog of newborn. And I expected him to be my happiness.
Yeah.
And so I kind of
Well, I think going back to high school, when you like someone or when you first meet your spouse, whenever that is, you're in that honeymoon stage. You're trying to impress them. You're trying to get all dolled up every single day. You're trying to look good. You're really still in that place of I want you to like me. I want you to like me, and I want you to stay with me, and not dump me. So, over the years, that changes. I mean, for us, it's changed. We've kind of had our little seasons of where we've kind of gotten comfortable. right?
Yeah.
In our love and our romance. Dude, I used to be one romantic.
I'm never comfortable, babe. Let's just.
You're never
like, I'm never comfortable in any state I am. I'm always finding another way.
You're always finding an issue. That's what's going on.
Not an issue.
Okay.
Maybe there is an issue, but I find a way to solve the issue. That's like how I work.
Yeah.
So I'm always searching.
Right.
Not for other people, but for within myself.
Yeah, but I mean, our love is. Our relationship has become like I used to be so romantic. I mean, I still am. I still have it in my tool chest, but
he just uses it.
Can we please dwell on how I wooed you?
You did
for just a couple minutes. What did I do on our 3rd anniversary?
Okay, but that's a terrible example because you faux proposed to me on our 3rd anniversary.
Oh yeah, that's not smart. Don't do that.
That is really terrible. Took me
with
to Summit House
with earrings,
with a tiny little box in the lobby of Summit House. Ironically, is where he ends up working as a manager. Years later, and he faux proposes to me with a box of earrings. Pretends, gets on one knee and everything, and I was so pissed for one. And 2, I think he got me like a gym membership to 24-hour fitness.
No, I got you earrings, and then later on, I had arranged for us. I had bought you a gym membership, complete with a new bathing suit and towels.
That's so romantic.
And we went and sat in the jacuzzi after dinner.
Romantic.
At the gym. Okay, so maybe that's not a good
terrible
example. No, I thought our 3rd anniversary was the time machine.
Okay, for my 16th birthday, let's go over that one. That was cute. You gave me there was a flower on my chair every period.
Oh yeah.
Of school, and then there was a big bouquet at like my last period.
Yeah.
Which I think was softball.
Yeah.
But it was in my locker or something.
Yeah, I was in college and I had
it arranged.
I had it arranged for her to get a rose every class.
My dad still talks about that day because he got me a bouquet of flowers on my 16th birthday and a balloon, and he still gives you crap because you gave one for every period. But Dad, I really appreciate your
and our proposal
love for me.
Was
on my 16th
awesome.
Birthday.
Nailed it.
Yeah, the proposal was amazing.
Yeah, we don't really need to go into all these things.
I mean,
but
you were very romantic.
Yeah.
Very thoughtful, very considerate, very methodical, planned out. You were very good.
How has that evolved?
Well, I think kids happen. Yep. Finances happen. Finances is a whole other can. But
yeah, I think I was spending money I didn't even have.
Yeah, and now we are very much on the same team of what our budget is, and it's like kind of hard. Like, do we have like a surprise budget? Like, hey, I'm going to surprise you with this money. We don't have that. So it comes out either his funny money, which sure as heck he's not going to buy me roses with his funny money, or it comes out of like our grocery budget or our eating out budget or something. It's just hard. You have to like be intentional about it, but I feel like it has evolved since then because it's life, and when that happens, but I feel like we're in a transition phase of like being more intentional of who we are as individuals and how that can better ourselves for our marriage and for our relationship, and taking me and him like way more seriously than I think we have in the last 10 years, really.
I think what helped me was we took this survey that it was years ago now, but it explained, you kind of said like your desires, what would you rather have, warm...
Are you talking about the love language?
Yeah, like sitting on the couch, cuddling, or would you rather go somewhere, or whatever.
He's referring to a free quiz you can take with your significant other, and you can hash out like what your love language is.
Yeah, you don't hash it out. You just...
Well, you answer the questions, and it tells you what, based on the way you answer it, it tells you what your love language is.
Right. And so, like,
how you receive love.
I learned that you are words of affirmation and touch. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, putting my arm around her, she'd be like,
I need a hug. I just need a hug.
She needs hugs, like random hugs, which I am excellent at. I am not excellent.
But I've learned to communicate.
I'm not excellent at hugging.
I know, but I've learned to communicate. Like, I just need a hug from you right now. Okay, guy, you're cool.
Never been.
Sorry, someone just cut us off.
Keep on going.
I am better now that I know that I communicate now with you. Like, I just need a hug.
You tell me.
It doesn't need to be crazy. I just need a hug.
Before, it's almost like you kind of like
tears.
expected it, and you were crying before that.
Exactly. Because I didn't get it. I didn't get what
I
needed.
Now you're just like, hug me, please.
Okay, that's
and then
really dramatic.
And then
that's really dramatic.
Okay, but I'm saying,
not
like,
that dramatic.
I don't wonder what's wrong with you now. Like, you say what you need, and I can get
Which for you really need that. Which I hate. I just want you
I
to...
need what?
I
need you to tell me. I thought you meant I need hugs.
No, that's like
no.
The last
Touching
thing.
is not what I need.
I mean...
What? Yeah, some ways. What are my love languages, you remember?
Quality time.
Yep.
Is one. Us spending good time together. And your other one is...
Wasn't I words?
You were also words of affirmation. Quality time and words of affirmation.
Oh, no. Little gifts.
Little gifts.
Yes, rain.
Oh, I'm words of affirmation. Rain. Anybody?
Yeah, no, she's words of affirmation. That's right, I was not words of affirmation. And I was like little gifts. I like when she like...
Spontaneously.
Oh, no. What is that one?
Babe, no, it is.
It's like acts of lovers.
Acts of service.
Acts of service.
Babe,
Which
we need to
sounds
take a quiz again.
Sounds horrible.
You just named all of them.
Yeah.
You for
that's
sure.
That's why I'm difficult.
Quality time is huge for you.
Yeah, that's why I'm difficult. Is because I'm a little bit of everything. Just give me love in general.
But in his own way.
But we've gone through, like that really helped me understanding what she needed. And I've tried, I like pray every day that I can be better at like giving her giving her what she needs. But oftentimes I don't. And
I mean, it's as simple for me as I miraculously worked full-time from home with 4 kids, kept them all alive, fed them, and I cleaned the house, and I just want you to say, babe, oh my gosh, the house looks so good, great job. Like, that's all I need. And that made, like, bubbles over my love cup. Simple things like that.
Like lately...
Doesn't need to be crazy.
You know what's weird is we took these quizzes probably like 5 years ago or more.
On a date.
On a date to Starbucks. Oh man, our dates. We gotta spice it up. But, like...
We're working on it.
But we are just now, like, almost putting these things into practice. Where I come home and the house is clean, and she is more... I'm like, babe, thank you so much, And I'm not 100% perfect at it, but I realize that's what she needs now because I've learned more about her, and I'm working to put it more in practice.
Wouldn't you also say that because you're an acts of service guy, that helps you too, knowing that our house is like
totally
organized, which is really stressful for me because our house is not clean like 90% of the time.
But it used to be for me where you would do something like that, and I would internalize my answer like, oh my gosh, I love her so much.
I needed to say something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's so great. I love when she does that for me. But I would never tell you.
And it would make me sad.
Yeah, and she'd be hurt by that.
Not appreciated.
And then would boycott.
Yeah, would boycott.
Yeah. But I think,
Hey, Cohen.
Hey, Coco.
But I do think, wouldn't you agree, though, that we are in a new season where we are actually paying attention a little bit more to ourselves as individuals, which is, I think, what is helping us work through this in a different way than we ever have in our marriage. Because I'm on this very strong kick of physically taking care of myself, focusing on my nutrition, and those two things alone, and my mental, overall emotional, spiritual, it's kind of like a mind, body, spirit thing that I'm really like tuning into. But that has made me a happier person doing that. And so with that, I'm not suppressing my feelings with wine or cheese or salami anymore. Or
all good things.
But I'm not doing those things instead of taking care of myself. So now, like, this raw emotion is coming out of like this is what's really going on inside it, and I'm not suppressing it anymore. So I'm having to navigate through that, and it's really crazy and it's messy, but I feel like it's really brought up a lot of really kind of tough discussions for us, but also something that has really helped him identify what I'm going through. And he's been gracious and receptive. But I feel like that's been a big source of what is helping us right now, because
It's what?
We're working through it.
We are.
We're working through the messiness.
Yeah. Well, and we're better at communicating.
And you see me in a different way because I see myself in a different way.
Yeah. We're better at communicating. And then, like, not all the time, but, you know, like, one of the things for guys, and I'm speaking generally for guys, but it's definitely true for me, is that, you know, like, I think it's easy for us to get, you know, like, when we're first dating, we dress up, we get all dolled up. Mm-hmm. You know, I put on my my nice shirt, my button up, and my Clarks, and my skinny jeans, so you can see my tushy. And then now, our dates, you know, could easily be like basketball shorts and a cutoff shirt, and then you're kind of like, you know, workout clothes, you know. And I think I haven't been up here in a while. Jeez. We're driving by where the holy fire was.
Right there.
It's all charred. But, you know, like, our self-view of each other, you know,
it's a level of confidence.
It's, yeah, well, I'm confident. I've been confident this whole time.
Okay. in your basketball short comment.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I've been confident. It's more of like casual. Like, my look is casual, and I would say another word is comfortable. And I think that needs to, like, and that has recently more for us changed, where we're getting more dolled up. You know, like, you're doing your hair. One of the things that I think about you is, like,
You're doing your hair.
No. Okay. I put a period there. Okay. I kind of ran through it. But there's a period there at the end of that. But, like, when you get dolled up and when you...
Because 99.9% of the time I have my hair in a bun.
Can you please let me say what I want to say?
Yes, sorry.
When you get dolled up, like, no matter how you, like, look, if you don't like what you're wearing, it's like, you know, I'm not as turned on by it because you're not confident in what you're wearing. 100%. You know, like, I would say generally guys want their women to feel confident. Like, that's a turn on. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I'm big, and I'll tell Randy, like, hey, you look so good, and she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, babe, I love it. Why'd you change again? You don't need to change. Like, I love what you're wearing, please. And so I have to, like, almost beg her, like, be confident. Like, it's a turn on. Like, yeah. It makes me want you. You know what I mean? When you, like, are confident in yourself and you're doing things for yourself that make you happy. Mm-hmm. And you know, when I'm wearing basketball shorts, I'm sure it's not, you know, hey, look at him. Woo, that tushy. You know what I mean?
Tushy, baby.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's take a second and recognize my tushy.
It is. You've been running a lot.
But, you know, I think that has a lot to do with it. Like, we as married people need to spice it up. Or not spice it up. We almost need to go back to the beginning.
Back to the basics.
Back to dressing up for each other. You know?
Dating. Like, high school dating.
Yeah. Let's high school date. Let's
like,
high school make out.
And
you know what?
Let's
just get out right now and make out. Just kidding.
Cohen's in the car.
But I mean, like, we need to, like, have the fun back as married people, I think.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that, babe. And we're working towards it.
Yeah. And for
because
us,
we're working on ourselves.
Yeah.
And that is translating into our marriage. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I mean, for us,
positively translating into our marriage.
For us, it's budgeting dates. That's, like, big time. If you don't have dates, you're not going to dress up.
And we are on a budget. Like, Dave Ramsey.
Yeah, that'll probably be our next little thing here.
That changed our lives. Right. And we were budgeting, but we weren't budgeting us. And that has really...
We weren't budgeting Home Depot trips.
And in one of my emotional...
And I spend a lot of money there.
In one of my emotional rants, it came out that we didn't date anymore. And that was very hard for me. And he wants to date, but he's like, well, we don't have money to date. I'm like, well, we just need to budget it. Like, we budget gas and we budget groceries. We had to budget and be intentional about us.
I can budget toilet
taking
paper, but I
time.
can't budget a date.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a problem.
It's almost as important. I can use leaves if I need to. So, yeah. So, I think that's kind of our...
It's a little Lord of the Flies, babe.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
Working on it.
Yeah, we are working on it. And we hope you are too. And thank you for listening. And have a lovely day. Love you, babe.